Welcome. All right. We're here with our friend, of course, me, Bert Pope, but we have Jason Dumois that is joining us here today on.
Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
Hey, I'm so happy to have you here. I tell you, we hit it off right from the get-go. I followed Jason, and you need to too on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Jason is a serial entrepreneur, and he is the creator of HyperCarrot, which I want him to talk about. And this show, with everybody that we have on the show, we talk about the ripple effect of kindness. And Jason, you are creating a tool, a rare tool that is a digital tool to help facilitate and perpetuate kindness and positivity in the world with your HyperCarrot. Jason, I just want you to share share with us what you got going on with HyperCarrot.
Oh man, Bert. First of all, thank you so much for having me on your show here. It's quite an honor. I'm super excited to be here, and I have to say, you are awesome. Because I see the awesome logos. You told me all about your awesome app. And you're spreading the kindness, right? You're all about kindness, and so am I. And it's awesome to be here. So I'll just tell the quick version to everybody here. HyperCarrot. I created HyperCarrot. It's been a little over a year and a half or two since we started. We're in the middle of revamping it. We're going to have HyperCarrot 2.0. It's coming in the fall. We're shooting for sometime in September. But we're all about, spreading and sharing kindness. And it's an employee engagement recognition app for corporate America, for companies, whether you're a small business, you're a large company, publicly traded or not, you name it. We're all about sharing the power of not just kindness, but the power of thank you. Thank you are two very powerful words in the dictionary. And that's our slogan. We are the power of thank you. We got a registered trademark on that slogan as well. And that's what we're doing. And again, more details will be coming out later this year. But that's what we're up to right now. We just want people to appreciate, to say thank you. They can do it through little carrots. That's a HyperCarrot. Give someone a carrot. And that's what we're doing. We're going to use video too, the power of video to, like, if you're working at home, your boss sees you doing something great, or you turn in this report on time, your boss could send you a thank you carrot, and just, again, spreading their kindness and appreciation.
It's like a digital high five, or a digital, well, it's a digital, it's a thank you. But in a different form and fashion of what you traditionally would do in any way, shape, or form. But this is a cool, fun way to celebrate a thank you to someone, right?
Yes, sir, man. And that's exactly what we're doing. We want to use video. We want to use even photos, GIFs, the whole 9 yards to share that thank you to, again, peer-to-peer, manager to peer, leadership team. How cool would it be to get for the CEO of your company, especially if you work in a company with 100,000 employees, to look you up on HyperCarrot, send you a video thank you. Hey, president here, just want to thank you. So that's it's really cool. We're going to use a little gamification where we're going to do some really cool things that a lot of our competitors aren't even doing right now. I really can't share all the details yet because we're still under wraps, but it's just going to be super cool. And we are looking for early adopters, Bert. So the early adopters are going to be, super cheap. Hardly anything. And
yeah, man, I want to get on there.
Yeah,
on that for sure.
Appreciate it. So
I cannot wait to see how that comes out. It's we need more tools to be able to celebrate. Everybody talks about the digital tools that are out there, and the different aspects of social media, and the negativity and all that kind of stuff. But the ability to take these tools and to create them as positive tools in the world to celebrate each other. And I think you're doing it right there. I'm so excited about HyperCarrot. I want to participate any way I can. Now on LinkedIn, you throw out some good content. I mean, you've done, how many different startups have you done in the world? I mean,
let me see here. You know, I'll have to scratch my head. I think I lost count. No, I'm just kidding. Really, I've created a couple companies in the past. You know, some of them failed. Actually, almost all. Some of them did. Some of them didn't. Like my e-learning company, I think it's up here on your show, e-learning talent.
Yeah.
That company, I've had for almost 8 years. It started as a side hustle. So I had it outside of my day job. I built it up. I got some big clients. We did a huge project with TGI Fridays restaurants about 5 years ago. And we just kept on growing and growing. I still currently run that company. So what it is, we do custom e-learning content. You know, if you need a course, you know, self-paced, whether it's animation, video, the whole 9 yards, we'll piece it together. We'll work with our instructional design team and build, you know, self-paced content. So I've been doing that for a long time. That company is very successful. And then again, HyperCarrot's kind of the new venture that, you know, me and I have a couple co-founders, and we're just trying to, you know, break through in the SaaS world and just really make a difference. Again, like you said, kindness, really want to help people, just want to continue to spread the power. Thank you. Other companies, I'm on the advisory board of several tech companies. Walkabout Workplace, great company. They're kind of like a Zoom, but it's actually like a physical office where you can see different like offices, you know what I mean? Like little cubicles, and you can click on there. Anyways, I'm getting the whole too detailed for you, but and then I'm on a board for a company called MovieCom. They allow you to show Hollywood movie clips, which is super cool. Like in your presentations, you could send out a Hollywood movie clip. So I'm on the advisory board at MovieCom. Great guys over there. Yeah, I'm probably forgetting another one or two I'm on, but that should give you guys enough. I just eat, breathe, and sleep SaaS technology, internet companies. I love to help people. So
well, now with HyperCarrot, do you see that as a CSR type of a tool, or how do you? Is that where you're going with that, or is it more of an HR type of a tool?
Man, Bert, that's an excellent question. And to answer that question, I would say a little bit of both, really. We are targeting, you know, SDRs, you know, salespeople, professional salespeople, in addition to all of corporate, right? So maybe we start in a sales team. I'll also add call centers or contact centers, help desk. It could even be inbound, outbound sales that, you know, they're tied to a sales team, a sales force. And so, yeah, I would say a little bit of both, you know, contact centers, sales teams, and then all of corporate eventually. But yeah, I think SDRs and salespeople would be a great target market as we're going to launch HyperCarrot 2.0 in the fall. Yep.
Nice. And would y'all, are y'all going to do anything with gift cards or anything with gifting type stuff to go along with the high five of the thank you and
yeah, of giving the carrots, you know, when we give an orange carrot, I'll tell you real quick, a red carrot's going to be a caring carrot where there's no monetary value associated with a red carrot. Red for love, you know?
Right.
And then an orange carrot, which is, you know, the color of a carrot, we're going to, if the company wants to, can optionally assign a monetary value, maybe a penny or two per carrot. You know, they can change that. And they, you know, then employees, whether it's contact center, salespeople, can stash their orange carrots to then, yes, can redeem it in our carrot redemption center.
Oh,
yeah, right. For gift cards. And we're actually having a partnership with Tango Card. So they're a great e-gift card provider. They have about 400 or 500 vendors. So let's say you have 1,000 carrots that's worth $20. Then from there, you can say, I want a Nike gift card. I want an Amazon gift card. Oh, shoot, I want to go to Chili's for dinner. You can cash in your carrots.
Oh, nice. I love that. Oh, my gosh. Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm glad you love it, Bert.
Well, that is awesome. I love that. I love that.
And I want to hear about Austin too. I know I'm your guest, but I mean, I love Austin.
We don't get to talk that often, so so awesome right now where we're at is we're doing a fun, do the kindness challenges, and they're designed kind of like a TikTok. So everybody's been saying, wow, that's just like a TikTok. And we went, well, why don't we just go and meld the two things together as our social share and the kindness challenges, and just totally morph ourselves to more of a TikTok format. And that's what we're doing. So in the next 30 to 45 days, we're going to be evolving to a pretty much straight up TikTok format. And let me ask you this, just because you're seeing this evolution going on right before our eyes, where TikTok is absolutely killing the competition right now.
Yeah.
Almost about to surpass as they climb the charts the way that they're doing. And the evolution seems to be going to this full vertical screen as seen on your telephone, that full vertical screen, to be able to see the content that way instead of the boxy way that Instagram and Facebook and those guys are and have always been. But their boxes seem to be stretching. It's no longer just a box. It's now a little bit taller and about 2/3 of the screen, as opposed to the full screen that TikTok is.
Yep.
And so we're going to do and put it. We're basically consolidating everything that's on the app right now into that screen share, where you can give a coin to the people or search out their profile to give them a kindness coin and that type of thing. So thank you. Yeah, it's
I love it. You know what? I'm gonna tell you. I mean, I want to help you too. We're here to help each other, Bert, and we both want to share kindness. I know HyperCarrot, we're targeting corporate America, corporations, businesses for employee engagement, whereas Awesome is, almost, I look at it as B2C, not B2B, consumer, hey, here's a challenge, pull up your video and go thank your frontline workers this weekend or today and give coins out. Maybe you could go ahead and steal our idea. I'll give it to you. You could integrate maybe with a Tango card, where if you give a kindness coin, right, you could give gift cards. I mean, I think the sky's limit for you too. So
well, thank you. The kindness coin thing is fun. I thought of it as just with helping the person level up. It's a fun little halo that is an awesome that goes around the person's profile. That as you get points, it glows brighter and then it changes colors.
Nice. I like that.
It's fun. So as you level up, and then you can trade in those points and trade it in for these animated upgrades for your profile screen. And we have like hearts, or we have fire, or we have like these bubbles that come out of your profile if you want to do that to enhance your profile features and have fun. I got that from my kids, with the skins that they get on their game.
Right. Yeah.
Just something fun.
That's a great idea. I love it. And kids love TikTok. I mean, I have two younger kids too. I got a 13-year-old and a 9-year-old. And they eat up TikTok. I think both of them have accounts, and they're always playing the music and doing cool stuff. And I love it, man. I think awesome is truly awesome. No pun intended.
We're having a good time with it. It's trying to find. Let me ask you this, because it's like it's when you find that wheelhouse, that stickiness that they talk about, that thing that everybody goes, wow, I really like that, or I don't like this. And to me, I love the fact that you talked about your different ones that have had failure and start moving forward. And to me, it's like you almost you get excited when there's a failure, and you go, well, now we know that's not the way to go. Now we want to push it to this way that everybody seems to like that it wants to go. And it almost happens organically. Do you find that?
Yo, absolutely. Yeah. And I mean, I'm going to tell you something. I have learned so much, Bert, from my failures as an entrepreneur. I mean, I started some companies that I don't even think I have listed on LinkedIn. And, it's okay. I mean, I learned so much that I am a better person today. I've learned what not to do. I've made horrible mistakes. But guess what? I'm never going to make those mistakes ever again. And, yeah, and I've even made mistakes with HyperCarrot, over the last 2 years. I mean, we had to pivot, we had to get a new tech team, we had to do this and that. Without going into all the details, I learned so much, but we're finally on track. And yeah, you're right on, man.
Yeah, it's hard to pivot, and I think a lot of people, and this is where Shine Your Light comes in, is when you don't let the failure define you, and don't let it sit there and be the brick wall that you learn to pivot, instead of just facing that brick wall and go, oh, well, I'm a failure,
Yeah, you can't, you know what, Bert, you can't just, oh man, poor me, oh, I'm a failure, like you said, I'm never going to be a successful entrepreneur, I'm just throwing the towel in, oh, poor me. No. You got to get back up and keep fighting. Yeah. You got to keep fighting and never give up. And it's hard for some people, but, as an entrepreneur, I would say, I talked to someone today and they were saying being an entrepreneur is one of the toughest jobs out there. Actually, I think they were saying it's even tougher than being a lawyer or doctor in some cases. It's very challenging being an entrepreneur.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And one of the challenges is this. It's actually the challenge that I face is paycheck to paycheck, right? If you don't have a day job or you're just going in full time, you might not, know where that income is coming from to pay your rent or put food on your table. So yes, being an entrepreneur is super tough.
Well, we just had a question that said, is there
okay?
Yeah, you would do or have done differently if you could go back in time?
Oh, that's an awesome question. Anything I would do differently if I could go back in time? Absolutely. And I'll go ahead and say this. I'm not shy at all. So with HyperCarrot, that's kind of the venture we've kind of spotlighted here on your show. If I could go back in time with founding HyperCarrot, I would have started with a technical co-founder. Where sometimes you got to be willing to give up, 30-35% of your company, and someone who's willing to work with equity and believes in your team. But you got to get, equity co-founder, technical, because I'm not a coder. I'm very creative. I can come up with the coolest ideas, but when it comes to making it happen, I'm not a coder. So that was I would say that's a lesson learned. So anybody who wants to start a SaaS company or tech company, try your best to find a tech co-founder to join your team.
Yeah. I think with any kind of creation, I think it's best to start off, don't start out like hit the ground running and we'll figure it out as we go. Try to do a little research before you get out there or step out there to see what the other options are, what your potential, the folks that you're going to be coming up against or whatever that there is, to see if there's any synergies that you might be compound your efforts off of and things like that. I think that's where I would say, because I've enjoyed a lot of good failure myself with moving forward with any of the different things that I've done. I've had motels, I've had restaurants, I've had all kinds of silliness that I've gotten involved in. And let me just tell you, it's absolutely fascinating to sit there and deal with the different types of, we had a manufacturing company that we did these vests. They called I called them body coolers.
Okay.
It was back in my early 20s days,
Yeah.
So I had these vests that were called body coolers that we put beer cans into. And I went around trying to find the manufacturer to create them and build them, and went all over the place. And what I found is everybody on the planet was calling them beer vests because there was beers in them.
Yeah.
But I was so artistic. I called them a body cooler, and I would sell them and do them. And so the fun thing about what I found, my greatest failure in creating those, we sold 7,000 of them all over the country.
Wow, that's pretty great. That's good.
We did good with it. But I went too big for my britches, so I said I'm gonna create every single every single college color. That's what I need to do. So I purchased with all my capital. I purchased all this nylon to build these vests, and so I took and sunk every dollar I could into all these different colored nylons. I could have just stuck to one color. I got there, and I had all these different colors, and ended up having this wealth of all this nylon and no money to be able to produce all these different vests and everything. So that sunk my ship back in those days. But anybody that has a body cooler out there knows and loves the body cooler. I get people with pictures of body coolers they're wearing these days. They love them.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Did you exit that company or sell it off, or how did that end?
It just ended. It just the nice people that manufactured them for me, they were like, "Yeah, Bert, here's all your nylon. Thank you for having us." Very nice, sweet people. But so that was fascinating. That was really
Well, you know what, Bert, as a fellow entrepreneur, I love how you have lots of irons. You know how you invested in this, you did that, you worked in this, came up with this idea, and that's you're a lot like myself, and I just appreciate talking to a fellow entrepreneur like you, and it's we learn from our failures.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And thank you for shining your light and helping all those that you come in contact with, because you were so generous to me.
Thank you.
I reached out to you, and then you're so generous to come on the show and talk about Shine Your Light and how you're shining your light to help others and create the tools to help facilitate and perpetuate kindness and good positivity in the world. So I really appreciate you coming on.
Absolutely.
Being on Shine Your Light here today, Jason.
It's great. It's great. I appreciate it.
Tell everybody your LinkedIn address, if you don't mind, or can we have that up? Yeah, for the HyperCarrot there.
Yeah, there it is. In my, I think if you just, there you go. Yeah, if you can just search Jason Dumois. The cool thing is, I'm the only Jason Dumois in the whole world. Literally, out of 8 billion people, I'm the only Jason Dumois, which is great.
That is awesome. That is awesome. I'd like to think that I'm the only Bert Pope, but I don't think I am.
Oh, really?
I think I see different stuff from other people somewhere in the country that there is another Bert Pope, I believe.
well, man, you're awesome, and I have to thank you, Bert, for shining your light and for even creating this show. This is super cool. And I'm looking forward to continue talking to you outside of your show. And I want to help you with awesome. I mean, if I can help you promote it, get the name out, whatever I can do.
Thanks,
I got your back.
I appreciate that. I'm going to let you know when the new launch is out with the TikTok theme, and share that with you. I'm really getting excited about that. But let me know, because I want to be a part of HyperCarrot. And whatever I can do to help facilitate that and help you out with that, for sure.
Awesome. Yep.
All right.
Thanks.
Well, thank you so much, Jason. Well,
You're welcome.
That's it for the show today. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in for the Shine Your Light collaboration. And thank you so much for tuning in today.
Bye.
Awesome is a free social networking game focusing on positivity. Engage in a variety of awesome challenges to spread positivity in the world. Watch as the ring around your profile glows brighter, changes colors, and gets more animated as you earn points sharing in Awesome. Share your own awesome world and see how much awesome you are creating by watching the leaderboard. Purchase ad gift points to help your friends level up in the form of shiny animated coins. You are awesome. Download today.